Hi guys, this is a quick review of the Longines or Longines or however the hell you say it, Legend Diver, and I'm kind of lucky. I actually have both versions of this watch. I have the version with the date and I have the version without the date, and I just wanted to kind of take you through it. It's a very popular watch, and in fact I've heard that there are waiting lists at some authorized dealers for this particular piece. Let's go over some basics first. The watch is 42 millimeters in diameter, so it's a really nice size. It has 22 millimeter lugs, meaning there's lots of options for aftermarket straps, and that's something that's actually very important for this particular watch, and I'll tell you why in a little while. It's got a compressor style case, and it has two screw down crowns. The crown on top turns the internal rotating bezel, and you can screw it back down and lock it in place, and the lower crown sets the time, just like any other automatic watch. Just some pros of the watch, some things I really like about it. I love the style. I love the vintage look of it. The faux patina on the numerals is really nice. The size is very good. It's a very modern, very contemporary size. It wears very good on the wrist. I like the compressor case. I think it's really interesting. It really is reminiscent of some of the JLC reissues they're doing right now at a much lower price. And the fact that it has a pair of screw-down crowns is very useful, of course. And finally, it's important to remember that these are sapphire crystals, and so they're much more resistant to scratching or damage. So you look at the case back. Both case backs look about the same. They have the they have the little diver inscription on the back. They have a serial number. It's a solid case back, and both watches feature similar case backs. Which is fine. Just some negatives about the watch, some things I don't really like too much or think that could be improved. First and foremost, I think it's important to mention that the strap that comes with the watch is absolutely terrible. And I looked at a lot of reviews on this watch, and a lot of people make excuses for this strap, but it's really, I think, unacceptable on a watch. That's number one, a dive watch, and number two, a watch at this price. So the first thing I would do if you're interested in this otherwise wonderful watch is to change out the straps like I've done. The other thing is, and this is a consistent complaint I have on a lot of dive watches at this price point, is that the spring bars, again, are a little bit flimsy to me. So I replaced mine with a little bit of a thicker spring bar. The other thing that I would really like to see on this watch are drilled lugs to make it easier to remove the spring bar and to change out straps. And finally, the only other negative I can think of for this watch is that the loom is very weak, which is fine. It's really not that big a deal, but there's very few luminescent points on the watch itself. Let me show you the differences between the date and the no-date version, and you can see that they're just about identical, except that the date version has a small date aperture where the number 3 is on the no-date version. Both are excellent. One thing I have noticed is that the kind of the faux patina is a little bit yellower on the no-date version, and the date version has a little bit of a lighter coloring. But otherwise, both watches are terrific. Both watches are just about identical. They keep very good time, and I would highly recommend them. Thanks.